Hey guys, welcome to the farm. I am hanging out here with my friends, Annie and Brian from Nutrina, and they are gonna chat with me all about what I need to know for year 2 of owning chickens, just like Troy here. So, Annie and Brian, thanks for hanging out today, and I'm really excited to talk about this.
Super excited to be here. So we're just really gonna focus on a nice, healthy, happy chicken, right? We wanna focus on them living the good life, and what is it gonna take for them to have that good balanced nutrition to get there. So starting off, like, what does a healthy chicken look like? You know, we have Troy here, and we have Troy's friend. We don't know what Troy's friend's name is.
I think it's Jake.
Jake. So we have Troy and Jake with us today.
Yes.
So the big thing you're looking for with a healthy, happy chicken is, you can see Jake there. She is enjoying her mealworms. She's got a really nice bright red comb, wattle. She's bright-eyed. Her feathers look good, right? So that's like the overall basics, right? She looks like a good, happy, healthy chicken. And the next thing you're gonna focus on is doing chicken things.
Yeah.
So what exactly does doing chicken things mean? I mean, I assume these chickens, being another year older, a little bit more grown, the chicken things that they're doing might be a little bit different than those cute little fuzzy first year baby chicks I brought home.
Right, so doing normal chicken things, you want to make sure that they're active and they're walking around, getting in their steps, you know, those 10,000, 8,000, whatever that may be. Being active. They're also going to be social. They're talking to each other. They're not ignoring everyone. They're not off by themselves. They're getting a nice dust bath in to make sure that they're good and clean. So all of those normal chicken things, as well as solid, consistent egg production. So you're going to be looking for somewhere between around 5 eggs a week, depending on age. Like, these are your second year, so 5 eggs is good.
Okay.
So you want to see some eggs, about 5 a week, making sure that those eggs look normal, like an egg. If you're seeing like softer shells, that's going to be a problem. If you're seeing like weird blemishes regularly, that's going to be an issue.
Okay.
So you want normal eggs, 5 a week.
Yeah. And obviously, too, that comes with chickens, right? We're coming into fall. Mm-hmm. We're bundled up. Brian here is a tough guy. I'm in a t-shirt, but you're gonna...
a little thicker than some others.
So you're gonna have molt, right? That is gonna come. So that is something you are not gonna notice, because the first year, that's not gonna happen first year of chicks. This is gonna be a second year thing. So coming into fall, you're gonna notice some molting, which is gonna be losing feathers. And just so you know, this is not some weird disease that is going through your flock. This is absolutely normal. So, and every chicken is gonna do it differently, right?
Yeah.
They are an individual.
Oh, okay.
So normally, it'll start at the breast, kind of work its way underneath into the tail feathers. Yep. You might have one chicken that loses just tail feathers. You might have one chicken that just loses a few, and you might have a complete naked gal running through your yard.
Every now and then a couple chickens go streaking.
Yep.
It's just a thing.
Yep.
So
yep.
it's normal to see that kind of variation in molting amongst my flock. So, you know, kind of every extreme is normal to see in the birds.
Yeah, it's a variation, totally normal to
Okay.
see. I actually would be very impressed if you had one flock that everybody did it the exact same way. That
Right.
would be quite unusual.
Right.
And there are some things to know about that, right?
Okay.
So obviously they're going through a stressful time, which means that they're not going to lay during
Okay.
that moment. Anytime we introduce stress to our birds, their laying is going to decrease. And molt is stressful on their body.
Yep.
They're also using that protein a little bit differently. So instead of protein going into egg production, we're going to use that protein, and now we're going to make some feathers with it.
Okay.
And so because of that, you're not seeing eggs. You also, even though my friend Troy here is very, very sweet, you don't really want to hold them during this time period, because those little new feathers that are coming in can be really sensitive. And so this would actually be very painful for Troy if Troy was molting right now. And so we wouldn't want to put him through that.
So some of those normal chicken things that we expect to see when you have that healthy, happy, living the good life bird, some of that will change a little bit during molting, and that is normal still, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Yep. So yeah, egg production is going to decrease,
Okay.
right? So, but there are some things you can do to help. with that starting is you can increase their protein during molting. So be like, Brian said, that protein is going to, instead of making eggs, you're making feathers. If you up the protein with the feed we have here is Feather Fixer, it's an 18% protein. It's gonna help boost up that, right? So they're now gonna you might be able to have eggs through molt. There's also artificial lighting. You can do this just adding an artificial light, going to scooptothecoop.com. There's great blogs and things like that. That'll give you great details on how to do artificial lighting if that's something you're interested in to help through molt.
Because through winter, you will see your eggs will decline as the light becomes less and less because chickens need the light in order to make the eggs. I guess I don't need the light to make eggs. Chickens need the light in order to make eggs. So there is great blog at Scoop the Coop about artificial lighting.
You betcha.
Awesome. And I noticed you guys have some sleek new bags here. So let's talk about that a little bit because they look beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, so the NatureWise lineup got a revamp, right? So the old formula is a fantastic product, right? You have the pre and probiotics, you have Flock Shield for immune health, you have all the bells and whistles, right? It's an AFCO natural feed. We took a revamp and now we've added essential oils, vitamin D, yucca, everything we're gonna go in depth and into all of our lineup. So starting with essential oils.
Essential oils. So the essential oils that we added were herbs, like this rosemary right
Beautiful
here.
rosemary.
Just
too.
like that.
It smells so good. And that is one of the things that you'll notice. So like along with these sleek bags, when you open up one of our new bags, there's going to be a smell that hits you. And a lot of times when feed smells, that's not always a good thing. This time it is. We're very excited about our new smell.
Yeah.
It's like I got a new deodorant or something. But this one, it smells like herbs. It smells kind of like Italian seasoning. It's been described, maybe breadsticks or pizza. But there's definitely that odor that's going to hit you.
Delicious.
Right. Well, and your birds will think so too.
I was gonna say they're probably not gonna be able to help but eat this feed, right?
Yeah, so with the new essential oils, we have a better taste, which is showing for better feed consumption. And as we all know, that feed consumption, when you put these animals to work, we expect some eggs, and it can lead to more eggs. So the essential oils, it's there to help you maximize your egg production. It's there for that better taste. It will also increase enzyme production. So you're gonna get a little bit better digestion, which makes for better nutrient absorption. All of these things just through those essential oils.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
And another thing we did is we added additional vitamin D3. We know the last couple years, right, with what we've been in, vitamin D3 is a huge role in immune health and in everybody's, like you and me, it's good for us, right? It's gonna be good for our flock too. And what does vitamin D3 do? It not only helps bones, right, because it also helps the absorption be able to absorb more calcium. So that's going to help your, hen's bones, but also what's going to help is eggshells, right? So if you are having any issues maybe with softer eggshells, maybe some blemishes or anything like that, they now have the ability to harden up those eggshells with the absorption of calcium. But the other thing is the egg itself has more vitamin D in it, which I was deficient in vitamin D. I don't know if you guys been tested, but I mean, I take it now. So this is gonna be an increase in vitamin D. And we've done a study, Cargill, at our Cargill farm in Elk River. We did a study just feeding the old formula versus the new. It increased about 37% approximately in vitamin D in the egg itself.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool to see that increase in vitamin D with the egg itself.
Awesome.
And then we didn't stop.
And then you didn't stop.
it's
Tell me
continue.
more.
We were like, that's really good. Let's add more. So now we also have yucca in there. And yucca is an additive that we've used in feeds before. And it has this really cool thing that it does where it makes their stool, their waste, not smell as bad. So,
Fantastic. Fantastic.
so chickens do have a bit of like, I want to say a bad rap. That like the coop always kind of smells. A lot of that we can fix with management, like making sure our shavings are dry,
Right.
making sure we clean regularly. Things like that will help the overall odor of your coop. So some of that's not always true, but waste is waste, and waste smells. So anytime that we can decrease that odor even more, better. So with the yucca in there, your coop's poop will not smell quite as bad as it did before.
Awesome. And that's a win. That's a huge
That's
win.
a win. Maybe not so many rock, paper, scissors who gets to clean the coop anymore, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Well, I noticed you guys have a couple different colors of bags sitting around here. So can you kind of tell me the difference between those colors?
Oh, for sure. So we have two here, this red guy and teal?
Green?
Green? I don't know. I feel like girls are always more trustworthy with what an actual color is. Those are going to be your standard layer feeds. So they're 16% layer. If you went to a store and you asked for a layer crumb roll, layer pellet, this is probably where they're going to send you.
Okay, and great for birds in year two?
For birds.
Okay.
Great all around. They all have that calcium. They all have all the things that we've already mentioned.
Awesome.
The pre and probiotics, your flock shield, everything. So these are above standard layers, I should say.
Okay.
But then there are more specialty layers, like this yellow one here.
That is one of my favorite feeds. So Hardy Hen. So it is a great soy-free formula. That's a big thing. I feel like this feed is kind of overlooked because not only is it, like I said, soy-free, it's Hardy Hen is its name, and it's made to help promote that heart-healthy egg. So we're talking omega-3 and omega-6s, right? So it's going to be more geared towards that specific feed. So if maybe someone's looking for a heart-healthy egg, high omega-3, high omega-6s, soy-free product, that is also an 18% protein. We kind of talked about that higher protein earlier. That's a fantastic product to have, along with all the bells and whistles we've been talking about already.
Awesome.
Yes, and then we're also going to jump, I mentioned Feather Fixer. I know this is Brian's favorite bag as well. This is a great, like I said, feed to add during molting season, but also really big with our showbird community, I would say, right? It's going to really focus on the feather, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just overall feather health, right?
Right.
And
color.
Color and they're vibrant.
Deeper, more vibrant color
Yes.
by feeding that Feather Fixer than you do if they were on a layer feed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And it can be used year round. Like it doesn't have to be for molt.
Okay.
It can be year round. And there are two other ones that are not right here.
Okay.
But we do have a Nature-Wise All Flock that has a brand new bag. It's a beautiful purple bag, and that All Flock is going to be designed if you're feeding multiple species of birds.
Oh, fantastic.
So if you have turkeys, ducks, chickens that you're all feeding, that's kind of an everybody can eat me.
All right.
Kind of thing, and it's still all of those bells and whistles, all of the greatness, as well as meat bird. So we have a new meat bird bag that has that essential oils and everything in it. And essential oils for meat birds will actually give you a better feed to meat ratio. So you're going to see more meat for the same amount of feed, or less feed for the same amount of meat, but a better ratio because of that better absorption with those essential oils in there.
Awesome.
And not only did we do this with our, I'm going to say layers and above, we also in spring will have our chick starter. We'll also have all of these additives as well.
So if I want to add to my flock,
Next
I'll
spring,
be covered. I'll be
betcha.
covered.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. So you guys have literally checked the box on, you know, knocking it out of the park with every single one of these feeds, the layers, the Hardy Hen, the All Flock, literally for all the birds. And if I remember right, you guys have a challenge coming up. Is that right?
We do.
All
It
right.
is. So you will see a slide come up next year called See the Difference Challenge. There will also be information in the comments after or under this video, I should say, as I'm trying to point down. So what that means is we would want you to click on the link that'll be in the comments. It'll take you to a place where you can get a coupon to help See the Difference Challenge. Feed this feed for 30 days, and we guarantee you will see a difference. And if by chance you do not like it, please take it back to your retailer, and they will give you a full refund within 30 days as long as you have the receipt. But we guarantee you will either see higher egg production, less smell, that increase of happy, healthy birds living the good life because they're eating a feed that tastes like Olive Garden. You will see a difference, and if you don't, we will guarantee to give you a full refund. But please go in the comments, check it out, and join that. You can hear the goats in the background. We are on the farm.
We are on the farm.
So pretty excited to be here today. But also, please check out plaidperks.com. That's another thing we have here with Nutrina. That's a great ad. You can get bonus points. You can get swag. You can get more coupons for helping your flock do more egg production, be healthier, and also do the See the Difference challenge.
And one thing that we left out, or that Annie left out right there, was that See the Difference challenge, is that you can be selected to win
about this.
a year's worth of feed.
Yes.
Which is a lot of feed.
Yes.
Right?
There will be 12 lucky winners. 12 lucky winners to get a year's worth of feed. So that's also in the link as well. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. So a lot of great things going on. Awesome new feed just with everything extra that my flock could need. And this awesome challenge with a chance to win free feed for a year. So fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out on the farm with me. This was such good information headed into year 2 of owning birds. So I feel like I am all set now to have some happy, healthy birds that are living the good life. So thank you so much.
Thank you.